Hello everyone, my name is Destiny and I'll be your instructor for today. First, I want to go through everything that you have in your kits. You should have everything you need, but if you don't, no worries, you can improvise. Everybody should have 7 colors, and those colors are gold. You should have a light blue. You should have a black, a brown, a turquoise, a mustard yellow, and a white. Now that black, make sure that you're only using that at the end. You're gonna use it to give your painting more definition, okay? You got 2 paintings we're gonna do today. We have our Black Girl Magic and our Young Black King. All right, you should also have an apron and a paper towel and 2 brushes. Make sure each time you dip your brushes in the water that you're taking that and blotting that off, all right? Your apron, put it on because this paint does stain, all right? Unfolds, yellow, all that joy, all that jazz. Put it, open it up, pull it apart. Pretty easy, self-explanatory. I like to shake it like a trash bag. There we go. Put it over your head and tie it up. And it should cover up your clothes really nicely. There we go, and it's fashion. Yes. All right, let's get started. So I'll start with our king. Him over here. Again, you're not going to use that black until the end to give yourself some definition. So I'm just going to start with let me start with his skin. You're going to use your filler brush. Wet the brush just a little bit. I like to. And you're going to go in with your brown. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. I'm giving you general directions. And you just go with the flow. It's artistic freedom, okay? All right. Now you're gonna keep filling in the skin. We're gonna hop to the girls. In the meantime, keep close to the lines. Don't worry about the going a little bit over. Remember, we're gonna go back in with the black, all right? Get her started. I like to cover the larger spaces first. And remember, you're gonna go in with layers. Don't worry about if it's not immediately as dark as you want it to be. Let the paint dry. It dries pretty quickly and you can go over it with the next strokes. All right, now we're on to the young lady. And the key to this is having fun. Don't worry, don't stress. Take your time, layer in the color. And just paint. All right, now as you start to get into the tighter spots, don't forget under the arm and also right here under this crown area. And remember that black later, don't worry about it if you overlap because that black is gonna fill in those spaces and define those areas. All right, so this is our stop and dry positions for both of these paintings. We're gonna put our brushes down, take a break, and let these dry so we can come back in later and add more color. All right, we're back. We're gonna start with the crown. You're gonna paint both crowns gold, and we're gonna do that first coat and let it dry, and then we're gonna move on to the backgrounds because you're definitely gonna need 2 coats of that gold, all right? And again, don't worry about if you go over the lines a little bit because we're gonna go back over that with the black to get more definition, and you're still gonna paint in your background. doesn't matter how you paint it in, we're just gonna do that first coat, let it dry. We're gonna move on to the background and on the boy and the shirt on the girl. You can use any combination of colors. I'm gonna go with the sample colors that were in the displayer for these. So the turquoise and the yellow. And again, you can use any combination of the colors that you're given to do that. So I'm gonna use that mustard yellow for the background. And so you don't have to watch me do it. Paint your background and then we'll get to the final step, all right? All right, and as the boys paint the background, I'm gonna paint the shirt on the girl. Again, you can pick any color, but I'm gonna stick with the white from the original. All right, and as the boys paint the background, I'm gonna paint the shirt on the girl. Again, you can pick any color, but I'm gonna stick with the white from the original. All right, so the background's done on this one and the white shirt is done here. As you can see, I painted over it, but you can go back in and write either your own words or you can see the letters through the white. All right, so we finished the yellow in the background. I'm moving on to the turquoise here. And I finished the white on the shirt. I painted over the letters, but don't worry about that. You can go back in with the black to rewrite those, or you can write whatever you want to write on the shirt. All right, and paint. Don't worry about where it goes. Remember, we can go in and do a second coat. So just get the paint on there and we'll move it around and we'll go in with the black to give it more definition. All right, now that we've done everything else, it's time to move on to the fun part. We're putting that black in with our large fill black brush. And then we're gonna go in with our smaller brush and start the outline. You're gonna outline everything. Again, you're gonna take your smaller brush and you're just gonna go in and you're just gonna outline it all. All right, and you're gonna make sure you're gonna go in a continuous line without lifting your brush up as much as possible. You're gonna go under the neck. And don't forget this little triangle that's gonna happen down here. And then continuously outline everything else. This is that shadow that's under the neck. And the shadow is on the right side of the neck. And this is when the painting really starts to come alive. So keep outlining, look at it. This is when it starts to really look good. Outline that crown. It's really starting to look good. I hope everybody else is at home is looking just as good. Keep painting. You're gonna start to see your picture actually come together. All right, and your finished product should look like this, okay? So your finished product should look like this. And if not, I'm sure it still looks beautiful. All right, so we're gonna finish this up and I'm gonna move on to the young lady, all right? All right, and we're gonna take that fill brush on the girl and fill in the hair the same way we did on the boy. And again, don't worry about going outside the lines because we're gonna go in with that smaller brush and start to give everything definition. And our little girl, she has little curly cues coming off of her hair. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come out, make a few little curly cues with your smaller brush. All right, and our little girl has some curly cues going on. You're gonna take your small brush, make little tendrils. And you're gonna make these little curly cues and tendrils with these little circular motions. You're just gonna take your brush and make little circles. Kind of like a figure eight, but not. All right, and we're gonna go in an outline, same way we did with the boy. You're gonna come around the neck here, and you're gonna put that triangle on the right side, add that shadow in, fill it in, and you're gonna go in too, and you can add those letters back in. All right. That's why I love this little small brush. It's really good for lines and getting in definition and just doing little small areas like this. All right, and your finished product should look something like this. And if it doesn't, I'm sure it's still just as beautiful. I want everybody to take a moment, give themselves a round of applause. I know you guys did a great job today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I definitely enjoyed myself. Again, we're Palettes in Fayetteville. I hope to see you guys soon, all right? Bye.